So, using your voice. When we talk to horses, we use one of, or the combination of, four different aids. The thing about aids, well, okay, those four different aids are your legs, your weight, your reins, and your voice, right? People get really good at using their legs to squeeze or kick the horse to move them forward or to the side or whatever. People are really good about using their weight to sit down or move the horse around. People get really good at pulling on the reins and, adjusting what, you know what I mean. But with the voice, a lot of times, well, most of the time, people kind of forget to use their voice, or maybe they just feel silly and kind of overlook it as an important thing. But it's just as equally important as the other three. So I'm here today to tell you about the importance of your voice and using your voice. One way I see people using their voice a lot is, they don't really say anything. They're using their legs. They're trying to get their horse to move, and then the only time they use their voice is when they're frustrated, and they go, right, and they're trying to go, ha, ha, that sort of stuff. And I don't find that very effective. All it does is get the horse to go, what, why are you yelling? What I find what you want to do with your voice, though, is you want to find something that you can use in conjunction with another aid to help explain better what you want. So, for instance, let's make an example. If I'm sitting on my horse's back and I want him to walk, right? I squeeze with my legs, and I use my voice in conjunction with the legs so that I'm kind of making a more complex sentence of what I want from him. Instead of just squeezing with the legs, it's and squeezing with the legs. So you see, I make a sort of like that's my go-to sound. To move, for the horse to move that's me. But other people use like a kissing sound, or a like clucking sound. It doesn't matter what it is. Whatever sound it is, as long as you don't feel silly doing it, you should use it in conjunction with something else. So that's what I do. If I'm on the back and want him to move forward, if I want him to, I can raise the pressure of that voice by making it louder or faster, right? So there are all kinds of variations, exciting variations in the use of your voice. I can also use it on the ground. So if I want the horse to move over and I go and I say, hey, scooch over, buddy. There. So not only have I given pressure against his body, I've also, with my voice, said move over. They're not the best with English, or any other language. So I wouldn't just jump in and say, hey, Johnny, move to your left. It's not going to work so well. So if you do want to use words, you just have to be very specific with those words and teach them what those words mean. So if I want them to move, I got to say move, 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 move. And then I have to do that over and over and over and over and over again for a few months, and eventually maybe he'll move when I say move. But you can see how using a sound makes a little more sense. At any rate, using your voice. Some sort of sound, trying to use it in conjunction with the pressure you're giving the horse to get it to move is something that's overlooked, and you really should use it. People should use their voice a lot, and in a nice way, in a pressure way, instead of like in a talking to way. Way. Just like that's a good thing. Your voice. Okay. Now I'm going to try some driving, some lunging. So I'm going to ask him to move out. And as I push, you can see he's not really going, so I'm going to use my voice. So I did a little pushing and a little voice. Now, I want him to pick up the pace a little bit. I can move in pressure with my body, and I'm using my voice. Now I'm going to ask him to trot. Let's trot. Now I'm going to start to ask him to slow down. Easy. Oh, slowing it down. So I'm going to start bringing my voice down, talking a little slower. Now I'm going to ask him to pick up the pace. Move in, raise my energy, and he's working a little bit. Then I'll bring him down again. Easy. Lay off. Now we're going to ask him to trot. 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 Or not. One more. Come on. We're not going to do that. We not going to do that.
You're just gonna walk me into a fence?
All right. Where were we? So we're gonna try some more driving. We'll go this way. So I'm gonna ask him to move out. Point that way. Move in. Pressure. Energy. Good boy. And then when he does a good job, I can lay off. My voice stops. I back up. Release the pressure. Ask him to walk a little faster. Move in, use my voice. I'm adding pressure with my body by moving closer. I'm adding pressure with my voice. And slow him down. Easy, whoa. Nice and calm, relax. Good job. And whoa. That's a good boy. So using your voice doesn't have to only be about moving the horse forward, right? Or moving the horse somewhere. It can also be about slowing the horse down, relaxing the horse. So I want the horse's energy to go up. I get a little louder and I get a little more excited, that kind of stuff. But if I want the horse's energy to come down, if I want them to relax, then I'll start talking a little quiet, easy, good boy, that kind of stuff, nice and quiet, whoa. When you hear people say, you know, whoa, right, it's more about them lowering their voice, saying something easy, whoa, and easy and calm, right? If you say something high and ah, that starts to get them excited, right? Let me just address one more thing. A lot of times you'll see a horse get a little upset at the rail and maybe pull back or get stressed out. Something will happen. Maybe two horses start to fight. Maybe two horses are next to each other at a railing and they get in an argument. And the first reaction a lot of people have is to go, hey, stop it, right? You see how that kind of just adds to the mood of stress? I know it's a hard thing to do, but when you see a horse freaking out about something, the first thing you want to do is assess the situation, watch it happen, find out what's happening, and then calm them down. You know, you don't want to run over and scream at them, because then they go, wow, he's screaming too, we're all screaming, ah! Right? Walk over, see what's happening, and say, easy, it's okay. It's okay, we'll fix this situation, we'll find a solution that's calming, all right? So my point is that you can use the voice in conjunction with other aids to help you talk to your horse. Use your voice as much as you can, whatever sound that is, like, or whatever it is that works for you, use it. And then also use it to help calm the horse, to relax them and tell them it's going to be okay.